My name's John Wilheim. I'm a senior software specialist at Brainworks.
My name is Rick Sanders. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Western region.
My name is Leslie. I am a training / installer for the AR part of the system.
My name is Dick Kitzmiller. I am a Business Development Manager for Brainworks.
My name is Sherry Mendez, and I am an application specialist at Brainworks.
Virtually everyone who works in our company came out of newspapers.
I was in the newspaper business for 13 and a half years.
I broke into the newspaper business nearly 28 years ago as a programmer.
I was working for the Observer Reporter out of Washington, Pennsylvania. I started out in the sales department.
22 years in circulation and advertising, predominantly circulation.
I actually started working for a local newspaper in New Hampshire back in 1984, and I started there in the accounting department.
I'm a recovering journalist, but then I drifted off into systems and learned about classified.
Making money is important in newspapers today. Software and automation are tools that help them make money.
The Brainworks classified product goes back through a company called Freedom System Integrators. It's designed to make as much money as you can in as little time as possible.
The upsells that we have, the ROIs in it, I mean, being able to generate more revenue, that's what a publisher is going to listen to.
We've tried to add a money-making capability to our AR system, which isn't something that you typically see through Salesforce automation, through campaigning and generating lead lists for sales reps, and giving them all the tools that they need in order to make extra sales.
SearchSmart is a tool to help you sell, and anything that helps you sell, helps your people sell, is going to drive revenue to the bottom line.
Some of the things that we can do to help them make money are give the end users, the sales reps, the information and the tools they need to focus on selling rather than remembering what the upsell of the day is.
Basically, the more tools that you provide to the sales reps, the better off you are. That's our theory. So as a sales reps, if they've got things in their hands where they've got leads to go from and they know who to contact, when to contact them, and they've got all of the sales information available to them either on a Palm Pilot or right on their screen, then you know that you can sit down any brand new sales rep, say, call these people, and you've got a good chance of making a sale. Once you make the sale, it's easy for them to schedule a live ad. So instead of having someone write up a handwritten ticket, give it to someone else to interpret, and have them enter in the system, the rep is taking possession of that whole process.
Things that everyone's always looking for is reporting, ease of reporting, customer service, is everything right at our fingertips. Credit management, we want to be able to get that money in. Without getting that money in, we're going nowhere.
It's all one database, so if somebody's credit is changed by accounting, immediately it's there the next time you pull up that customer in classified.
It integrates perfectly. So they can look up a customer on one side and they can look it up in, say, classified or in AR, and they're seeing the same data.
The system's been designed so that anytime we touch a customer, we have an opportunity to build on that relationship. And again, anytime we have a relationship with that customer, we have the granularity in the system of that relationship, whether it's a subscription, whether they are an advertiser, regardless of what a relationship is, to really understand what we are doing with that customer to help us market all of the products that we have to that person that we're talking to.
So we have all sorts of different methods of upselling. So that if somebody says, well, I want to run this in one paper for 3 days, you can hit a single button. It'll say, well, if you ran it for 7 days, if you ran it for 10, if you ran it for 14, or if you ran it in this paper but also ran it in these papers, here's the advantages to doing it.
So your users are the ones that are going to be using that software. So if we make it as user-friendly and fast and quick for them to take ad after ad after ad and increase the revenue, not just by them entering in data, but being able to upsell to their customers with very quick, precise tools to do that.
When the economy was pretty flat a few years ago, we had one customer whose lineage was down, but their revenue was up sharply, because instead of just being straight text ads, they were selling more with stars and borders and flags in them and all sorts of other little things that were, each one was adding revenue.
Map info embedded in SearchSmart allows you to see everything that's happening as it's happening. You can track service errors, you can track new starts as they're occurring, as they're being entered into the system. and immediately see what's happening. But at the same time, you can go to that map and you can go right to the underlying data. The other piece of that is a terrific marketing tool for advertising, because we can now overlay demographic data, we can overlay geographic data, we can overlay distribution data on top of our circulation. We can sit with an advertiser, we can choose high income levels, we can choose to direct their advertising, whether it's ROP zone, whether it's insert zones, to the people that they want to reach. And we can carry that down to subscribers and non-subscribers as well. And we can put that on top of any product that we have available to the advertiser. All of a sudden, cost isn't the issue that it might have been when they're looking at a price sheet, because they're seeing that they're reaching the people that they really want to reach, the income levels, the geographic levels, whatever that happens to be. We can show them our penetration. We can apply that information to in real time.
The whole enhancement of Brainworks is based upon our customers and their needs.
The customers are the most important thing in Brainworks' existence.
It's about listening to our customers and what they want.
We put the customer first. That's pretty much our philosophy is, anything that the customer needs, we're going to give that to them. And we're going to help them out as much as we possibly can and get them the results that they need.
The product is always growing and improving. We get the best ideas from our customers. And one of the wonderful things in classified and pagination is there is only one version of the program. So if a customer asks for something and we make it, they get that, but they also get all the good things we put in for other customers.
And so anytime that they suggest something or say, it would work better this way, or give us a suggestion, we're more than happy to implement that.
Typically what happens is a customer will approach us, they'll give us a call, or we'll be out on site and they'll say, we really need this functionality, or we've got this great idea that we'd really like to use. And then usually we will actually look at it and say, yes, this is a wonderful idea, it should be part of the system.
And we also keep track of the requests from customers. I do a lot of the demos and I keep a list of everything anybody has ever asked for. And anything that 2 or more people at non-related sites ask for goes onto a greatest hits list. And periodically we go through that and say, we've had 3 or 4 people ask, could we do this? Let's do it.
We figure that the more information we get from the customers, the better our product is going to be, so that we can continue to service them better and we can service our new potential customers as well.
One of the nice things about the whole Brainworks process is that your support costs as a customer will constantly keep you in tune with the latest version that we have. We have customers that have been on the system for 8 years or so that have an application that's totally up to date because they just keep up with their support.
We also supply sites with quarterly updates that not only include bug fixes, but all of our new enhancements that we may have done during the period. No extra charge for that. They're seeing improvements that we have talked to other customers about or other prospects about. So they're going to receive the benefit of every new piece of software, every new feature and function that we implement.
For Brainworks, I think we have the best software out there.
We've had so many features before anyone else has. Many of them become standard in the industry, but they started with us.
We are the cutting edge. I think we're at the top of the list when it comes to brand new things that are in the system and things that that we have to offer versus what others have to offer.
Brainworks brings new ideas to the industry, and those ideas are turning into revenue-generating results.
I mean, I've looked at other software. I've seen how other users have talked about this. And there's nothing more pleasing than to go to a site and have them just gasp and say, oh my God, I'm so happy we got this software.
It's exciting. We know that we're going in the right direction. So it's fun, it's challenging. Every day you don't know what you're going to get. It's always something that's brand new. We walk in every day. It's a challenge, and it's fun.
I mean, the whole idea is to bring in revenue. So I'm thinking that you can have a 20,000 circulation that are very lucky to have our software, as well as someone who's 500,000. So, I mean, our software works for any size newspaper.
The thing that sets the whole Brainworks team apart is because we are a team, and we work together, and we're dedicated to our clients.
Well, if someone is looking at our system, I'd say talk to our customers. Get the true opinion of people who actually use the system.
We went from strictly AR to AR and classified We're now AR classified pagination, and we've just added circulation. We're steps ahead of technology out there, and we're going to continue to be that way.
We're going to enhance Brainworks continually, because that's what the users are going to need. And so for technology-wise, it's just going to get better and better.
Brainworks will always be an innovator, as long as there's a Brainworks, which will be for a long time.
Give me 20 minutes to show you how and why Brainworks can make you more money. They would see software that is user-friendly and is geared toward helping the people that make money make more money.